What's up, Akoro Trader? Let me make sure my mic is on. Yeah, it is. Took a few trades overnight. And I also just took this dip here on these two accounts. So one account is up 1200 from this dip. One account is up 300 from this dip. I kind of want to I missed it. I'm supposed to get in at 64, but this account has already made the profit needed for the day. I kind of want to get in at 64 with like 5 micros. I already missed it. Whoa. Never mind. What the hell? What is going on? Was that the dip to buy? Okay, I missed my third entry. Very choppy these past couple days. Which moves will you be looking at today? Well, I wanted to buy at 6.4, 6.1. I wanted to buy at 6.1, but I missed the chance to. And I didn't hop in on this dip because it looked like a news event, and I was worried I was going to drive it even lower. If I am bearish, if we get anywhere close to 25,000 today, I'll be shorting. The odds of today closing positive, so above 25061, is 10%. So that means any short above 25061 is worth it. What happened here? Was it the CPI expectation, or what was that? But yeah, I'm starting to become short-term bearish. Last night I highlighted these two areas on stream. 6,900 right here, and right here. So pretty decent levels. The better entry was down here at this red line. Now it's kind of too late to get into a long. If I wanted to get into a long, it was on this dip, but I wasn't ready for it. I don't know, this market makes me want to just like not trade it. Like not trade anything in this range and just wait for a huge extreme like down here. So starting off the day pretty bad. I lost like 10 Apex accounts. 5 of them are really close to the next buffer. I secured 2 max payouts in the overnight session. So I'll be taking another 4K payout today. I'm still waiting on my Fund Next accounts to get restored from the previous day's like server crash. So hopefully those accounts get restored soon. I have 6 funded accounts with Fund Next like in reserves, but I'm not going to activate them yet because they might restore might restore my accounts. They are 100% going to restore one of them, but the other one, I'm like 50-50 on. I hope they restore it because it's the one with the bigger buffer. But we'll see. The 61 trade was supposed to be for about 80 points usually. And this is just about 80 points. It's like 79 or something. I don't like it when we touch this red line multiple times. So on the first touch here, I bought it. I sold somewhere up here. This second touch, I missed it. And this third touch, I missed it. But I don't like these touches. But what I do like is NASDAQ is a lot stronger than ES right now. So if ES were to start staircasing up, NASDAQ will go up a lot faster. So if I am looking for longs, it would be on NASDAQ. When market opens, these conditions could flip depending on, you know, who wants to buy or sell technology or healthcare stocks versus, you know, regular S&P 500 stocks. So we'll see. But right now it's looking like NASDAQ is where you want to be long in. I'm gonna wait for today to play out. I really don't want to touch anything. If we hover up here and then we come back down here, I'll buy near this red line. If we start going up and up and up to this orange line to 25,000, I'll consider a short. Probably this yellow line is my first short. We're gonna flush. Maybe. Right now is like maybe the warning sign of all these market crashes, like these horrible like 2% days, is the fact that we had amazing earnings for like 3, 4, 5 Mag 7 stocks and the market is going nowhere. I need to keep that in mind for the next time we're anywhere near like this market condition. Like Mag 7 stocks are basically the stock market. They're weighted by like a lot. So if you get multiple 10% plus, 30% plus beatings of earnings and you don't rally, I need to remember that that may be like a really bad sign. And just observe the next couple of days, or just like short any pops. That's sort of what happened here. I think this was one of the Mag 7 days here. Like this day. And just the fact that you can't pop up above the previous day high with a lot of strength. This is like so weak. Maybe this is like a warning sign. You have really good earnings and you're moving like this. This is not a move with really good earnings. Like, I don't mean like good, like decent. I mean like extremely good earnings. So maybe this should have been the first warning sign here. But I'm not sure. Let me see, when was Apple's earnings report? January 29th was the earnings report. This day. So we crashed, earnings report. I think it was like Apple, it was like 3 Mag 7s. the fact that we couldn't break this orange line or this yellow line is maybe that should have been the first red flag. A dip into here, into these stacked red candles. You had really good earnings. You would expect it. I think this was like three Mag 7s had the same earnings as Apple. I think it was like Meta earnings report date. Was this also on the 29th? Oh no, 28th. 28th was the bad sign. Oh, here. So the 28th had 3 Mag 7 stocks. I think it was like Meta, Microsoft? Yeah. Microsoft had a 16% beat on the revenue. It beat the earnings per share estimate by like 10%. And then the next day, we sold off like this. For the overnight session, we sold off like that. And we got nowhere near the previous day's high. Maybe that should have been the first warning sign. But all of these days had like, oh, we have no strength. Oh, we found it. Oh, we have no strength. Oh, we found it. Oh, we have no strength. Oh, we found it. Oh, we have no strength. Oh, we found some of it. Maybe this is like really, really bad. I don't know what other news could come and save us. Thanos, you think the NQ would be at 23650 in the weeks to come? I mean, at this rate, where we have 500-point days, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'll show you how often this red line is touched. It's touched a lot here. You can see how it's like it's never really touched on regular days. It's touched once here, once on this huge day, on this wick. But all of these days, it's like it's very rare to touch this red line, especially this bottom one. Although December was pretty crazy, but on like normal days and weeks like this, it's like these lines are never touched. You see the stretch of like, this is like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, one touch here, one touch here, like very rare. And we've touched it like the past 4 days in a row. Oh, this red line is 300 points below open. Every single day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like one entire week. This feels like a market that I don't want to. Like, I want to be in these markets here. Like these little candles here. These ones. This kind of feels like a take a break for a couple weeks and come back, and hopefully the market is better. Like, do I want to touch this again? I don't think I do. Maybe this dip down to this red line. We'll see how the market opens. But once this red line is touched, this bottom one, the odds of us going above this yellow line is, I think it's like 5%. I gotta add that to my Excel sheet. I keep like re-inputting numbers so I can just start a new column for it. Like usually my model is touch this red line, 80 point stop, 80 take profit. You could have just done it every single time. If we flush today, will you try to capture it? Probably, but I'm out of accounts. Like this account has already is 1 day closer to a payout. And this account is 1 day closer to a payout. All my accounts are already, I'm done trading. I could buy some evals to trade. So I bought 10 evals overnight. And I think three of them hit the halfway mark and 7 of them blew up. And like 3 or 4 of these, I literally lost by like less than 1 point. It was like 0.50. I was so pissed. I also bought 5 take profit accounts. All of those are halfway done. And then I blew up like 3 Lucid evals. So I could reset my Lucid accounts and trade evals today because my Fund and X accounts they all took 200, so they're 1 day closer to a payout. My Apex accounts, I have 5 of them left. 10 of them died overnight. And these 5 are like anywhere from like 300 to 1,000 away from the buffer. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to take the second stab at it. I don't even know if I want to, like, I really do want to buy here, but I think I'm gonna let today play out. Like for evals, if I were to buy here, I would usually I buy with 2 minis. I would buy with like 1 mini and aim for 1,500 bucks and just bet that we close within this red line right here. 94% of days close in somewhere in this red line. 86 I think close within this red line. So I kind of want to just, I think I'm gonna reset some I'm gonna reset some Lucid accounts today. I think those are the cheapest right now for me. We've already read that. Are we allowed to engage in GC on Apex? I think Apex may have restricted it. Like I think they literally removed it. So I just got my 10K payout today to my bank account from Apex, so that's good. I still have 2K coming from them. It was like a nice little bonus because I honestly forgot about them. But I think after, if these 5 Apex accounts die, I might be done with Apex for a little while. Until they have their next like crazy sale, like 90% off sale, I'm gonna be done with them for a little while because Apex accounts are really expensive to, you don't think about it until you pass them and then you're like, oh, it's like 90 bucks per account and you passed like 15 or 20 of them. So like the initial cost is like 20 bucks and then you have to pay each activation fee, which is like 70 bucks. And then I was like, wait, I could use this to buy take profit accounts, which are also intraday trailing, but it's like daily payouts. And I think like the second most paid out firm is take profit. I think I'm gonna reset some Lucid accounts today. Like I really want to capture just long here, long here, long here, long all the way down on some evals. Let's see, Lucid. Let's reset 5 of them. This is 5, 7. I really wish these firms had like a bulk reset or like a bulk purchase. So I'm gonna use the payout that I got today to buy more accounts. I think I'm already pretty high this month because I bought all those Apex accounts. So I gotta check how much I spent this month. I think it's already at like 2K. Once I reach like 5 or 6K, I'm gonna start chilling on the account buying and resets. How much is that for? Four accounts. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, so I reset 5 accounts with Lucid. I don't mind buying a bunch of accounts right now because I just got my Apex payout. And I still have one more Apex payout coming. And at the end of this day, I can request another 4K from Lucid. I kind of want to just buy like one account with just like one mini, like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I bought 6 accounts. Oh well, that's okay. All right, one mini here. For let's see, 15, 20. Let's see, 60. I'll also buy another one around. I'll buy one at 700. Let's see, 61. Okay, I'll buy one at 660, 664, 663. And I think it's almost 80 points. And then I'll buy one a bit below here. I'll probably DCA down to 600. 660, 640. We could get a nice 200 point pop. That would be nice. 62. All right. And then I'll put the other 2 at 600. Right about here. If we blow up, we blow up. Could always buy more evals. I'll put 2 accounts at like 600. Or is it 598? That's fine. All right, so my first account is already in. Let's see. First account was in with 1 mini, cost average for 747. And then I have a couple accounts staged underneath this as well. And then if it wants to crash below here, then so be it. The odds of it crashing below this red line is 9%. 100 points below this line is about 5% or 4%. For the next sit, I should get the accounts back within 48 hours of the incident, which was yesterday. So today's Thursday. Hopefully I get the accounts back by tomorrow. If not, I'll send another support chat. We got a rally from 700. We dropped to 600. I think this opening will tell us a lot. I think this first 10 minutes is going to be pretty important. Like, we're opening really close to the previous day low. So I think we're open. Wait, hold on. I can look at. Let me use Webull to check the actual SPY prices. SPY and QQQ prices. So SPY is at 680.59. Oh shit. We're down here. That's pretty low. And QQQ, we are at 59945. So QQQ is really close to the previous day low. So what I want to see is an open and just rocket above this previous day low right here. We're at 59957. We're like right here. So I want to see a big green candle, and I don't want to touch this red line for like another like hour if we do. What I really don't want to see is we can't break below this low and then we crash for another day. I really don't want to see that. My long-term indicators are we're below all of them, and it's very rare to be below all of them, which is like very, very bad. If we don't go above this red, blue, purple line, it's gonna get really bad. You want to see the 900s? Yeah, we gotta get somewhere like, even if we like, QQQ is so weak right now that I'm like bearish for like the next couple of days unless we break above to 622.52 in the next like 2 days. But that's like a $20 move. It's like 5%. I like how we're stabilizing here. Makes me want to go long, but I already am in a long, so that's fine. I'm in a long here with 1 mini right now. All my other accounts are staged below here. If we crash another 100 points, like that would be disgusting. This doesn't feel like a healthy pullback. Like if you look at the daily chart for like SPY and QQQ, I don't know, it just doesn't. It would be a healthy pullback maybe if we just rocket up for the next like week or two, but this pullback has just like not been it. We hit all-time highs on, what day was this? January 28th. We hit all-time highs with the help of the 3 earnings news. That's so crazy. We were at all-time highs on the 28th. After markets for the 28th was the earnings report, and we didn't even reach all-time highs ever again. Here's the opening. Oh, I have to be in a meeting for like 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go on mute for a little bit, but let's see how this plays out. All right, that was a quick meeting. So this was exactly where I wanted to hop in long for 80 points, and you can see we hit 80 points almost immediately. Like I said, if I ever had to trade one model the rest of my life, it would be these two lines. We're still not out of the woods yet. Like, this is a really nice move. This was the reversal I was talking about that we needed. Like, I really didn't want to see the rejection from here. And then when we were down here, I was like, we need a rejection, like really strong rejection, like a reversal. And it needs to keep going, and we need to stay healthy above this red line. We actually need to stay healthy above this red line. This is the, like, so This was the first interrupt, which was the previous day low. I like that we're above 600 on QQQ. The next interrupt is right here. So we need to blast through these two. This one I'm okay with taking a little bit longer, as long as QQQ just doesn't fall below this red line. So three of my evals are now, so all three of my evals hit the profit target. The other three, I had them down a bit further than here. I was already overexposed with three accounts, like one account here, one account here, and one account here. So I didn't want to add any more accounts. So I have three more accounts to play with. If we dip below here, I don't know. I'm almost tempted to just short at this red line, but I always want to believe in the market. So now we are in a 9% day. The odds of us closing above this yellow line is about 5%. So if we get a really clean move all the way up here, anything above this yellow line is like grounds for me to short. Grounds for me to short and hold for the rest of the day, or close out for like a nice profit, whichever one I decide to do first. So here we go, back to this previous day low. Come on, just stay up there, stay alive. My next entry was at 3.9, so we missed it by about 10 points. But I can't complain because none of my accounts blew up. It's time to put the bear hats on. So I'm not going to be chasing, but this is nice to see. Holding above this previous day low. No sleep until 9:30s. Let's see, where's 9:30s? Up here. Yeah, 9:30s will be a break above this red line. So here's the next resistance point right here. So you want to see a clean break and just continue. You don't want to see like this turn into a wick. So let's see if the tech stocks will just keep pushing the market up. This reversal into the previous day low turning to support is a really good sign. It's my own personal indicator. The percentage one. It's my personal indicator plus a literal Excel sheet. Yeah. Some of them some of it I can't code up. I could try to, but like it's like a bunch of like data and just some data analysis. So whatever I'm too lazy to code up, I just put it into my Excel sheet, because my Excel sheet has all the math in it already done for me. All right, 24900. This is a good sign right here. This small dip into the previous day low is a very aggressive long. But basically, if you had a bullish thesis, if you had a bull thesis, anywhere down here was a great place to long, and this is exactly where I long, all down here. But I mean, if you were short overnight, I mean, you would have made a good amount of money. But you know, shorts and longs can pay out. So we're getting closer to this yellow line. I think my first entry will be a... Oh shoot. Oh, it got stuck for a second. My first entry will be this tap. So 25064. 25,000 is decent. I would take 25,000 maybe with like 5 micros, 7 micros. I mean, it's eval accounts. I don't really care about them too much. But I really want to short anywhere up here. That's where I want to short. I like 25,000. It's a thousands number for NQ. 6,900 is also a consideration for me. I think 6,900 is at 25,000. So if I do want, maybe that should be my first short entry. 69,000 right here. It's like right here. Yeah, it's like almost exactly at 25,000. I kind of do want to take a short there with one mini on one of my accounts, on one of my evals. So let me... I'm gonna put an entry at 25,000 for 10 minis, or 10 minis, excuse me. 1 micro, no, 10 micros, 1 mini. That up. Do you ever trade gold? I don't. I did take a copper trade like a week ago with one of my like one of my viewers was like, dude, you should look at copper, and I was like, oh, copper looks decent to long here. So I took a quick long for like, I don't even know how much it was worth. Or like 200 bucks. I think I took it with literally 1 micro. We screamed 930 by a tick. I think we hit it, right? Oh no, we didn't. 24929.75. We're still looking healthy. I'm really only worried if we shoot below this red line. So like if I was in a long right now, if I was still in a long right now, I really wouldn't be too worried. Is it a decent time to take profits if you were long like below this red line? Yes. But I'm not too worried until we explode down here and cross this red line again. Where would you set a stop if you short at around 25,000? My stop is the explosion of my evaluation account, which is what, like 100 points? Because one mini 800 bucks per 40 points. 80 points is 1,600. It's like exactly 100 points until my account blows up. So 25100, I'm pretty sure my account blows up. Yeah, 800, 400, so 100 points. And then I would add into it. So before my account blows up, I would even add into it with more accounts at 064, like 100. I'd be shorting all the way up here. Just because of the odds of us closing up here is like 5% right now. So that means that even though there's like six-ish hours left in the market, 7 hours, like 6 hours and a half, the longer that we get to the end of the day and the higher that we are, the more valuable this short becomes if we're anywhere up here. Just because the estimate, even though it's by 5 p.m., most of the move is during MOC, which is 350. It's just like, it's valuable. The expectancy is good if I short up here, anywhere up here. If I expect us to close, and the expected close for today, since we tapped this line, is $294. So at 5 p.m., you know, taking the average of the past 4 years of days that closed between 400 to 450 points, the average expected close is like right here. Which means as we get closer and closer to 5 p.m., and the further we are away from the average expected close, and the further we are and the more positive that we are, the better of a trade it becomes. It's almost always worth it for me, right, to take this trade. How do you calculate it? I do data analysis for the past 4 years of NASDAQ. I have 4 years of data, and I run some calculations on it. I literally just take the average. And it's not the best calculation, but basically the way that I think about it is that if you are short on a day like this and you cross this average, or if you're plus or minus like 30 points, it's a decent exit. If you're aiming for down here, well, you're just being super greedy, right? Because if the average is here, why are you aiming down here? And if the average is around here and we're up here, then that means any trade up here that's a short is a decent bet closer we are to the close. Now, what's tough about this way of trading is, where do you stop? Well, according to the math, you never stop. Where do you stop shorting up here? Well, if your average expected close is down here, you never stop. So that's the bad thing about this strategy. It's like on those 1% days, or if you're in one of the extremes that's out of the average, like you're one of the outliers, you're gonna take a lot of heat. But the numbers are saying that, you know, this is a good bet, right? And I like to play by the numbers. It's just tough because, like, okay, what's my stop loss? Oh, I don't know what my stop loss is. Oh, great, nice. That's why a lot of these accounts that I have, where you'll see me blow them up live, is because I'm playing the odds. Where I say, okay, it'll blow up, but it'll blow up if today is 2% or 4%. Well, then I have to play the odds, right? If it's going to be a 2% day, I don't know where my stop loss is. I just assume that we're not in a 2% day, and we are. I assume we're not in a 2% day here, and we were. Same thing here. I assumed we weren't in a 2% day, and we were. The odds of this happening was like 10%. We dropped down here, and we closed up here. And obviously, the more rare occasions is when there's like, I think it was like, what was this, earnings or something? I don't even remember what this spike was. Probably some news event or something. So news events can put you in those rare days. But on a day where there's no news, it's like you just kind of play the average. You play the expected close, expected range. Buyers seem to be stalling. Yeah. Now, if I were long, the closer and closer we get to this line, the more greedy you are. Because if the odds of us closing above this, not green line, yellow line, if the odds of us closing above this line is 5%, then the closer we get to it, the more likely you should close out. If you want to play the odds. Right? Because as time goes on and we get closer to the end of market, your position gets hypothetically worse and worse. Now if you were long down here, if you were crazy and you're like, oh, I want to play the odds, you're already playing against the odds. If the expected close is down here and you're holding along up here and you're in profit, you're already against the odds. Now, you guys might have your own math and stats that might not follow this, but I just follow whatever happens in the past 4 years. I think it's like 5 years now. Yeah, it's like past 5 years because my first data entry is January 4th, 2021. You view 936976 as a new supply zone. You get a decent pullback. Yeah, this is more than a decent pullback. If we get down here, I'll probably end up buying again. If we tap this low, 660. But right now it's just like there's no value for me here. We're like in the middle between of where I want to play. I want to play up here and down here, and we're just stuck in the middle. Although my back tested strategy says to enter 250, 25011, 25021, 25031. I might try that actually. It is only for 40 points, but I'm just gonna hold it for like about 80, just because it's like evals. I have some meetings around like 10 to like 11, so I'll be on mute. We'll see if they're short or not, but right now there's like nothing I want to play here. I could play this long down here, but I don't know if I want to. I think this red line is like close to 780-ish. I want to play here, and maybe this is more aggressive, but like here. Or should I just play here? Let me look at my evals. Oh wait, I already have orders set up. Okay, I have an order set up like down here. Bring that to the low of day. So I have an order like right here. And then I have an order up here, 25,000, whichever one hits first. Let's see if we get back to 810. We're pretty close. So previous day low here. Not a good sign, not the end of the world. What you don't want to see is a break below this this red line. So small pop from the previous day low, and now we're crashing below. 5-minute imbalance. Where's 810? And we're really close to it. There we go, 810. All right, we really want this red line to hold. This one. What sucks is that my average expected close is below this red line. So on average, this is going to be a really shitty day. Like the average is probably somewhere here, which you don't really want to be at. I'm not trading any, I mean, do I want to enter here with like 3 micros? So this account I kind of care about. This account is like, I think 3 days from payout now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 payout. 1, 2, so 3 days from payout. This account I care less about. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 payout, and then 1. This account has 4 more days to pay out. So I kind of want to just, if we do crack this low, I might hop into a long here with like 3 micros, 3 to 5 micros down here. I think this is the only account that I want to risk anything at. Let's see. Like maybe 5 micros down here. $660. I mean, I have evals at 660, so I should let my London account have a better position. Because if I want to bet that it doesn't reach 100 points, it's only 3 micros. 3 micros or another 100 points. 563 will be like a 4% day. So hold with 3 micros, 100 points, 240, 480, 600. I think $600. 5 micros is 4, 8, 1,000. So a 5 micro hold here for 100 points is $1,000. At that point, I'm just gonna hold on for the rest of the day with those 5 micros, because another 1,000 will turn into a 2% day. So if I risk this entire account, this account only blows up if it becomes a like a 2% day. If I enter around 660. Do I want to do that? I kind of want to do that. And flip the coin. But do I want to do 5 here, or do I want to do 3? And if we dip, DCA to 5, or 2, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 2. That is a great question, actually. I might buy into this manually. Or should I just set up 1, 2, 2, build up the cost average around what, 600? Oh, we should have a meeting right now. I'll be right back. All right, world record meeting. What was I need to update this. I need to add more lines to this indicator because I didn't think I would have to because we rarely touch days like this, but I might have to add one more line. So this becomes 4% right here. What's up, David? So I want my cost average like 600 is where I want my cost average. So 1 2 1 2 like cost average 25-ish. 1 2 cost average 25-ish. Another 2 here, cost average. That had to be like down here. This will roughly put me into the 600 range. And then 600 with 5 micros, I can hold on for 200 something points. So this account blows up if it's a 2 to 1% day. If it hits all 3 of these buy orders. Let's see how it's looking. It's not looking at all. I don't want to buy here with the evaluation account. I have one evaluation account at 655. And then I have 2 at 600. VIX is insanely high right now. We're gonna get some big candles, which is what you don't want to see. Let's see how the market is holding up. As expected, resilience is shit. You're going to 600? Tap me in, baby. kind of want to, man, I kind of want to just buy one evaluation here. Just at this low. I'm gonna let it. I mean, this is like so disgustingly. This is a disgusting market. Whoever was trading I mean, some rocket scooter traders took a huge hit today. But I don't think I traded any of this today. Am I tapped in yet? Hello? No, not yet. We have support at 24600. That's basically where my buy orders are at, or like the last of my buy orders. Once we break like once we break here, I don't really have any math to support 24464. But this is 2% down here. I think what was crazy, I think I did the math for this the other day. I think once we hit here, the expected close is like, it's still like right here, which is crazy. That means anywhere down here is worth it to buy, which is insane to think about. Like, oh, market crash, 600 points. Oh, let me buy down here. This is a great idea. Dude, every day around this time, I hear like scratches on my wall, like inside my wall, right next to my computer. I swear there's like rodents or something living in my walls. It's like the exact time every single day. So weird. It's like scurrying, like raccoon or rats. Oh, I hope it's not rats. We do have raccoons here. I think the raccoons or squirrels tear open my garbage. I have like a valet garbage thing, but if I buy like rotisserie chicken and there's bones in there, they tear open my trash bag. And I even tried like, so this is like the trash box, right? And there's like the lid as an opening here that you flip. I even tried putting like heavy like lawn ornaments on top, and then those fuckers just pushed it to the side. I showed up the next day, the ornament was upside down here. I was like, this was kind of a heavy ornament too, like for a raccoon or for a squirrel. It was way too heavy. It must have been a raccoon. You had a raccoon fall between my garage drywall and died? Jesus Christ. That's pretty morbid. Yeah, the trash pandas. There's like a ton of raccoons around where I live. All right, this was my first entry. Honestly, could have done 2 micros. I could have done 222, honestly. I kind of want to do that. I mean, it's way too late now. I'm surprised they don't freeze and just die in the winter, because for over here the weather is always good for them, you know. But where you're from, I feel like it gets like frigid. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, they're just out there looking for anywhere that's warm. If this dips, do I want to add in one more micro? I kind of do. Kind of do. I kind of want to add in wherever I feel like. I'll keep 2 down here, but oh, here it is. Wait for 600. That might be a better idea. Now, the total position that I have is going to be like 5 or 6 micros. So me adding in 1, like I want my cost basis to be around 600. Here we go, about to be 4%. 4% right here at here, 561. Yeah, 4% is 561, so 600 is like a way better entry. I'll buy these dips. We should get a ripper? Oh, hopefully, because I have 2 evals there. Should I make 1 eval lower? I should make one like 550. I shouldn't have 2 evals at 600. Here it is, 613. I'll add in 1 more here. So 2 micros. I want to build this up to 5 or 6. So now my cost average is about 634. If we dip down to 7.2, my cost average should be about 600 exactly. So 1 more eval in. My other eval is down at 548. So are we gonna be a 4% day? Why not? Why not 4%? Why not 4%? Why not 2%? Again, that would be great. All right, here's a dip. Let's see if I get it. $603. 4 micros. I blow up at 2300, which is I blow up 24309. So this account will blow up on a like 0.5% day. For 2309 is where I blow up. $2309 is where I blow up. A 700 point day. 700 point day is $700 day is a 1% day. So this account blows up if today is a 1% day. All right, one eval died. One eval had an entry at 548. So okay, that's perfect. Just miss that other eval by 3 points. Now the crazy thing is that, hold on, let me, I really need to update my Excel sheet. I'm like messing with other columns to get like random data. So we reached what? Yeah. Okay. Assuming we don't drop any lower, the average expected close by 5 is like here. Like right here. Where would you guys target the take profit for this? My take profit is, I have no idea. The non-greedy take profit is about 24,700. The greedy take profit is the previous day high, or the previous day low, which is about 24,800. Yeah, so Thanos has like that area too. So less greedy here, but this is extremely a lot safer because we expect this close by 5 p.m. So it can be anywhere up and down. And if we assume this is like, we don't break down to like a 2% day, we're already well close to the low of the day. Hypothetically, if it doesn't become a 2% day, which is down here. Right, so anywhere here is a decent target. Depends on how much risk, you know, somebody wants to take. Still kind of upset that my one account died and my other account had an entry at 548 and we hit 551. Okay, so I had another meeting, but it was just rescheduled. The low-hanging fruit is 750. I can totally see that. The thing is, I don't really care about this account. So I'm honestly willing to hold for a very, very long time. This account is like 4 days from payout, 5 days to payout. I'm in with 4. I know in my head I said I'd want 5 micros. Honestly, I should be at 5 micros. With a cost average at 24600, which is exactly what I said I would be. I'm just missing 1 contract. I really should have gotten 5. Like even now I can almost add in with 5 and it'll still be a 1% day for this account to blow up. But I mean 4 micros is good enough. Like if I want to play for like 800, 850, it's like 2000. So I'll hold on to this. If we dip below 600 again, I might add one more micro just to get to that number that I was looking for. I was looking for a 5 micro position with a cost average around 600. Dude, I just had my iPhone update, like the newest iOS. I don't like this. I don't like how everything looks so like glossy and like glassy. And my battery's already shit. I'm sure this is just draining my battery even more. Let me check my battery health. How do I check that? Yeah, my battery health is like 76%. This is just gonna kill it even more. Oh, dude, I'll add in here. No, I won't. That's dumb. On a dip anywhere down here, I'll add 1 micro. All right, here's a dip that I was asking for. Where are we at? 5.8. I think 1 micro will put me to 600. I kind of want to buy in at, if we dip to, like, I'm fine with 4 micros. If we dip to, what is this, 500, I'll add 1 more micro. 500 here. I don't hate this position that I'm at, but this is reminding me of all the other days where you get a huge sell-off and then the pops are like extremely wimpy. Maybe I missed my chance. I am being a little greedy for that 1 micro. Come on, just hit 7-4 so my my eval can get halfway done. All right, here's the dip I was waiting for. I'll do it. I'll click this button. Okay. Never mind. Not anymore. Still decent to add one here. We better not break 550. We definitely could. Oh wait, we're really close to 6,800. I should just wait for that 6,800 to add, which would be close to like 530, 520, 500. That would suck. Another leg down. NQ is trying to hold on, ES is not. So I like being long in NQ. ES just made a lower low and NQ didn't break 550 here. But ES is really trying to take NQ down with it. All right, here we go. Crash City. 6805. 6800 is where I will add. Missed the take profit on my evaluation account by, I guess it was 10 points. It's kind of a lot. What is my last eval getting tagged in? Oh, it's at 48 is where it's supposed to be tagged in. Nice. Yeah, it does look like crap. I mean, just a sneeze of selling volume would break 550. You can like feel how heavy it is. Let's see, this might be it. All right, 6804. Let's see, there might be some selling pressure here. 6803. I really only want to do 5 micros for this account. Didn't dip far enough. I think we're done with the news, right? Let's see the JOLTS opening. Job opening not good. Jobless claims okay. Amazon earnings. I don't know if Amazon will do well this year, like, or this quarter. What has Amazon even been doing? Any AI stuff with Amazon? I don't know. I feel like all the other stuff I've heard about, AI related businesses like Apple, Google, Microsoft. What has Amazon been doing with AI? Besides like the AI chat helper that every company has, that's just a ChatGPT wrapper. Robotics? Interesting. I haven't heard of Amazon Robotics. I guess I do see them hiring a lot of firmware engineers, embedded engineers. What do they use robotics for? Is it like for the warehouses or something else? Ah, okay, so warehouse stuff. Gotcha. Come on, give me another leg lower. I say that, but do I really want another leg lower? 6802. Maybe I was being greedy holding for 6800. Like 6802 is basically 6800. Six, eight, 10. Might have missed my chance. I mean, 680275 though. I don't think I would have added there anyway. What sucks is that I had a entry for one of my evaluation accounts at 24548. That one would have already been halfway done. Yeah, I was being super greedy with that. I'm always being greedy with dips. And then when I'm not being greedy, we drop like 300 points. Being greedy for dips for 1 micro. And that's crazy. Now my question is, where do I want to exit? I'm in a decent position here. Up about 60 points. That's like the area I was thinking about. Like 700 to 800 is roughly where I want to exit. I need to update this indicator to add 1 or 2 more lines down here. And then I need to update my Excel sheet and add more rows, because like I'm out there literally inputting the numbers and then having it do the math. I can just have it saved in like its own column. I'll do that tonight. Like, I just like being long NQ. You can see how much stronger NQ is. If SPY ever catches a bid, you'll see NQ fly. So grindy. Yeah, elevator down, staircase up. I have like freaking chicken scratch all over my chart. Let me get this out of here. I don't even remember what these things are, to be honest. I was probably explaining it when I was making it, but now I don't even remember what they are. Some of these are outdated because we dropped to a new low. Let's see. You can see this low, like 500, right? $392, which is right about here. What sucks is that the average expected close is somewhere here. Doesn't mean I can't ride a little pop up. And we have Amazon earnings. Do you want to be down here for Amazon earnings? Or do you want to go someplace in the middle? Let's go someplace in the middle. You had 4 days of sell-off. I've been saying this every single day though, and nothing has been happening. They don't really care what's going on. Let me see my TP hit for my evaluation. Okay, so that one hit. So out of the 6 that I ended up buying from Lucid, 4 of them are halfway done. It's not good, it's not bad. At least it didn't blow up. But that just means tomorrow I need to do another all or nothing trade. We'll see how that goes. How long do I want to hold on to this position? How long? I'll hold it to the end of the day. I'm not scared. I don't know. If we get, how much is 1600? 809. I'm at close to 3000 drawdown, which is really good. My other account's at 4000. I usually like to take my payouts around 4000, just take like a 2k payout. Just so my drawdown resets back to 2000. So it's like I'm playing with a fresh account. So if we get anywhere near 4000, I'll probably cut this. That's where I'll take my profit. It'll be a lot easier if I had that one extra micro putting in some work like 100 points ago. Yeah, literally 100 points ago. I was just really dead set for that 6800, huh? I think my first exit, or my exit will be right here. This red line. What's up, Moonlight? We're eating good? We're doing okay. You're just seeing this account and this account. 10 of my Apex accounts died overnight. 5 of them are close to buffer. But that's the thing about Apex. They're like notoriously hard to trade because of intraday. But I'm good for like a 4k payout after today on my Lucid accounts. So I think I have 1, 2, 3. I have like almost 13 or 14 accounts halfway done to being funded. I really do want to hold it up here. I'm like willing to hold this account. Really hope it doesn't turn here. Let's see. This is not the candle you want to see. And like I've been experiencing for the past couple of days, these pops, I'm into 1 minute, right? These pops have not been it. It's hard to trade intraday. Why? It's because of intraday trailing drawdown. There's 2 types of drawdowns. One that updates at the end of the day, and one that updates during the day. So what that means is that on Apex, let's say you bought here, you longed here, right? And your take profit is here at plus 400, and your stop loss is here at minus 400, and your position goes to plus 390 and then hits your stop loss, right? Your drawdown is not minus 400. Your drawdown is not minus 400. from whatever your initial drawdown is. Your drawdown is actually minus 790. This is what makes intraday trailing drawdown accounts notoriously hard. This is a 1-to-1 trade, right? But then how come you lost the equivalent of almost 2 trades? Yeah, so when I recommend, the prop accounts that I recommend to beginners are all end of day drawdown, which means, so this is your drawdown at the end of the day if you stop trading now. This is, if you had this same metric, so for Apex, it'll be this. Right? And then for something like Top Step, which is one of the firms that I recommend, you'll be like this. To scam that rule, yeah. Yeah, you build a buffer and then it becomes end of day. That's why my strategy for all intraday trailing accounts, that's why most of the time I don't show you guys my Apex accounts when I first get them, because literally, and I tell this every single time that someone asks me how do I trade them, I literally full port. I full port the Apex accounts with 3 minis, and I either blow up the account or I get above the buffer for, you know, once it becomes end of day. I do that for Take Profit Trader too. That's why I usually never show it, because I literally full port them. Just because the longer you stay in trailing drawdown, like every day that you're in trailing drawdown, your survival rate is just lower and lower and lower, especially if you take a loss. Intraday trailing drawdown is mostly for the scalpers, for the very negative win rate traders, like 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. So this is one of the reasons why I might be taking a break from Apex until their next like really good sale, 90% off sale. I have 5 more accounts with them. 10 accounts are dead because of, you know, intraday trade. Like 1 loss becomes equivalent to 2 losses, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna trade the rest of this account. So I have 5 accounts still alive. They're anywhere between like 500 to 900 bucks away from the buffer, and I'm just gonna trade them like how I usually do. And an MAE rule is pretty bad. They're cracking down on it. They sent me a email where it's like, if you break if you break the MAE rule too many times, they can prohibit your account. And when I size big, of course I get minus 750 drawdown, right? So for a 50k account, if you lose 750 in one trade, you violate the MAE rule. MAE rule is basically you can't lose 30% of your account in one trade. And you see the way that I trade. I'm willing to blow up this account. So for starters, so when you have no, on a fresh account, on a fresh funded account, you have 25k, 2.5k of intraday drawdown. Now, if one of your trades reduces your account by minus 750, you're violating a rule called MAE, which is a 30% max loss rule, which means your account should never lose 30% of its value in one trade. Now, a lot of their rules are like tough to play. All that means is that they have a lot of money to give. So if you are a type of trader that can get past this and make it to a payout, like they'll pay you. Why? Because they get so much money from everyone else that can't beat those rules, which is like 99% of people. Looking for reasons to not pay traders. Well, that's just how the prop firm game is. Like they're like, oh, we'll pay out however much, 100, like 1 million, 100k, 500k, but only if you beat these rules, right? Because you're not, each account is worth $100, and you can potentially make 2k. You can potentially make uncapped. You can make 1 million, right? But you got to beat all those rules. So you got to be really lucky and a really good trader. Is that for the live accounts or the eval accounts as well? No, the MAE rule doesn't apply to evaluation accounts. Only if funded accounts. Yeah, it's the name of the game. It's like those carnival games. Yeah. Do you think it's better to trade with a prop firm instead of a personal account? For me, it's better, and I'll tell you why. If I traded in a personal account, I would have never gotten, a payout of 100k plus for my personal accounts. So because of prop firms, I can make more money than, I can put more money than I've ever seen in my bank account with like very little risk to me, right? Enzo, if you're in the Discord, you'll notice that I had 2 really bad days. I had a minus 30k day, so I lost $30,000 of virtual money. On that same day, I put $10,000 of real money into my bank account. Recently, I had a minus 70k day of virtual money. And on that same day, I put $10,000 again into my personal bank account. Now imagine if I lost 30k in real life. Like I would be sick, I would be depressed, right? I wouldn't want to wake up the next morning, I wouldn't want to go to work, I wouldn't want to do this or that. But so that's 30k, imagine 70k, right? So I'm playing with virtual money and I'm getting real money in return. I'm not taking any risk at all, basically. A lot of people on Reddit are like, why don't you just trade with a personal account? Well, if I'm able to put into a system less than, I've probably spent less than 30 or 40k on prop firms in my entire life, and I've pulled out over 150k. So let's say, ask any trader how hard it is to put in 40k into a trading account and almost quadruple it without taking extensive risk, right? If you can show me someone that can do that within a year, like, get me their number. I want to talk to them. I want to buy whatever they're selling. So I put in 40k and I took out 120k or 150k. So about 110k of like net profits. And I still have more accounts. Like I'm not done. Those are the only warnings that they sent me. The MAE rule. So I'm gonna take a step back from Apex after my last 5 accounts die. So they just paid me 10k this morning, so the payouts are still, I still have a 2k payout from Apex coming my way. So my payouts are not denied. I actually got my money today. But I think right now take profit trader will be my it's basically like Apex without the MAE rule. And you can take daily payouts. So that might be my focus. Well, Enzo, here's this, right? So I had about $100,000 of capital to trade with, and I lost 70k. Like, imagine if that was real money. do you think any sane trader, profitable trader will take a 100K account and risk 70% of it? The answer is no. So the math here is I put in 40K, right? 30 to 40K. And I was able to trade with over probably $200,000 worth of drawdown. So basically, I was able to almost quadruple my profits for whatever I put in, right? And I'm not the best trader. Yes, I'm consistently profitable. I can take out payouts, but I'm not the best trader. My win rate is roughly 50 to 60%. But I can still take out payouts almost every week. But how are you profitable with a profit if you lose 70K in a day? Let me draw this for you. It's a bit weird if you're not used to prop firms, right? So let's say you have 5 prop firm accounts, right? Each of them have 2K drawdown, right? And maybe this costs you about like, let's just say all of this costs you about 2K. Okay? 2K of real money. Now, each of them have $2,000 worth of drawdown, okay? So for prop firm 1, you made $4,000, right? Prop firm 2, you lost $2,000. Prop firm 3, you lost $2,000. Prop firm 4, you lost $2,000. Let's add one more. Prop firm 6, you lost $2,000. Let's put this to 2.5K because we're adding one more account. Prop firm 5, you made $4,000. Now, usually your payouts are 50% of your profit. So you can take out 2,000 of real money from this account, minus the split. So about like minus 20% or 10%. You can take out $2,000 of real life money from this account. But wait a second, you're not a profitable trader. Your net P&L is break even, 2,468,44. Your virtual trading, you made $0. Why are you getting $2,000 into your bank account? And these accounts are not blown up, so you can still keep trading with these. And let's say you blow them up right after. You took out 4K, and then after you took out these 2 payouts, you blew up this account, you blew up that account, and each of them have about 2K left. So now you're at minus 10,000. Wait a second. You lost $10,000. Why is there 4K deposited into your bank account? You're not a profitable trader. You suck at trading. I'm not a good trader, right? But I can still take money because I know how to beat prop firms. Prop firms are like a game you have to beat. Trading prop firms and trading a real account is very different. So this negative trader with a minus 10K, right, from his trades is able to put $4,000 into his bank account. And in total, let's say he put 2.5K in, net profit 1.5K. Now scale this up to however much you want. And this is an example of a bad trader. Imagine if you were an average trader, like me. I'm an average trader. Now, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have about 20 plus. You can see how crazy it can get once you scale up. Does that make sense, Enzo? Many people in the Reddit don't understand. They're like, dude, yeah, they're like, dude, just take out. So you put in 2.5k and you took out 4k. You almost doubled your money, right? Now if I gave you 2.5k and I say double it, without taking extreme risk, this would take you so long to do. No, I love the questions. I'm here. If you guys don't ask me questions, I'm literally just staring at a screen, you know? So I love your questions. I love to answer all your questions. As someone starting out with prop firms, would you recommend initially opening one account or multiple? People tend to hate a lot of prop firms, which is mainly why I never looked into it. And the reason why, Enzo, is because prop firms have the same reputation. I gave this example the other day. I said, I told my chat, like, what's your opinion about Arby's and Burger King and Long John Silver's? And have you tried all of it? People are like, oh, I think they're ass, right? These places suck. And they have a stigma behind it because everybody hates on it. So when I made my Reddit post, right, the day traders are like somebody in a steakhouse, and I'm there in my Arby's uniform, like, hey guys, try Arby's, please. And everyone's like, you're a fucking moron. All right, I'm gonna eat my steak here. I don't want to try your meat mountain, whatever. And I was like, oh man. That's why a lot of people hate on prop firms. And a lot of them that hate on it never even tried it before. So maybe you like Arby's. Hypothetically. Good explanation. You mentioned preferring TPT. What's the max accounts you have at TPT? The max accounts you can have with TPT is 5. There's very few prop firms, if any, that will allow you to have 10 plus, like Apex. That's one of their only selling points, is you can have 20 accounts with insane leverage, right? Insane balances. So almost every single firm you encounter, it'll be 5 accounts max. Some lower, but rarely is it more. And rarely is it more permanently. Like Funded Next allowed you to have up to 12 accounts if they were all 25k accounts. But they just got rid of that feature. So now you can only have 5 accounts. Now I had 6 because I kept my accounts alive for like a very long time. Probably like over 3 or 4 months. I would say like 2 or 3 months is how they've been alive. I took like 3 or 4 payouts from each of them. So I was able to trade with 6 accounts. But once one of them blows up, I'll be stuck to 5 like everyone else. Oh, and the do I recommend opening one account or multiple? It depends on what you would like to do. Now, here's the thing, Enzo. If you gave me one account, so remember my previous example, I had how many accounts? How many funded accounts did I have? I have 6, right? And in my example, 4 of them died. So what are the odds? So for me, the odds, if I were to buy one account and only trade one account, the odds of me getting to that one payout that I was talking about, that would pay for everything, is extremely low, right? I'm not the best trader. I'm just an average trader. So the odds of me taking one account to a huge balance is low. Can I do it? Maybe. Would I like to have more accounts so I can spread my risk? Yes. The best strategy is to spread across multiple firms, getting 3 to 5 each. Yeah, pretty much. Every single experienced prop trader you have will never be stuck with one firm, ever. You'll only ever see that if they're like affiliated with them or like they're hired by them to only promote that one firm. But they'll probably, like, they will almost certainly be trading other firms in the background, just not showing it to you because they're hired by that one firm, right? So they're obviously only going to advertise for that one firm. Because for one firm, you're allowed, what, 5 accounts? Let's say you have 550k accounts. You can trade with about 10k of drawdown. Right? Imagine I came up to you and I said, here's 10K to learn how to trade with. Good luck. You can learn so much with this. Now imagine if you had another 5. Well, now you have 20K to learn with and to trade. Right? And now another 5. See how crazy this can get? You can trade with so much money and you can learn with so much money. Not many people can learn trading with 10K, 20K, 30K. Prop firms allow you to do that. $40K. It just goes on and on and on and on. So now once you're funded with 5 accounts across 4 firms, you're trading with 40K of drawdown. Right? And this is way cheaper than learning how to trade, opening up a brokerage and putting in 40K. This is way cheaper. So if you never become profitable, at least you spent way less than actual an actual 40K. Which firms do you recommend to start with? I have a list of firms here. Prop firms. So on my Discord, I have down here. So for people new to the prop firm game, I recommend My Funded Futures. I actually recommend Lucid and Top Step the most. The only reason why I recommend these as the first 10 accounts you should strive for is because Lucid and Top Step 50K accounts are the cheapest with the best rules. They have very little rules. They're end of day drawdown, and they're the cheapest. A Top Step 50K account is about 88 bucks. A Lucid 50K is about 91. And if you're a first-time customer with Lucid, it's 10% less. So if you ever want to go for your first 10, I recommend Lucid and Top Step. My Funded Futures 50K account is about, I think, 107 bucks. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, of course, it's free. And usually people are talking about whatever they think about the market and stuff like that. And everyone there basically trades prop firms. So a lot of people there know the ins and outs of prop firms. Why did you go long? I went long and I'm risking this account because this account will blow up if this day turns out to be a 1% day. Currently, the odds of this day happening is about 4%, 5%. So this account will blow up if it's a 1% day. If it's a 1% day, then so be it. I'll lose this account, I don't care. So I'm just betting that it's not going to be a 1% day. I get these percentages based off of data analysis I do in the past 4 years of NQ. So if this is a day that's an anomaly and I blow up an account, that's fine. It's like, the way that I think about it is that I lose this account if someone tells me, right, here's a coin, flip the coin. If the coin lands on heads 99 times, you'll lose this account. If not, you'll make profits. Now that's an extremely simple version of how this trade is set up, but more or less that's how it is. So if someone gave you that coin, would you flip it? I would flip it, so that's why I'm long here. And I could have taken profits anywhere up here, but I was really holding for like 750-ish, 800. I've been holding this for like a long time, like since this dip. And the reason why I didn't take this profit was just because I don't really care about this account. I just took a payout from this account, so I'm willing to risk it for a bigger profit. $6801.50. I kind of wanted to. I said I would add at 6800. My eval just jumped in on this trade at 48.50. Take profit at 625. After passing the combine, you can get as much profit as you like. It depends on the account. Accounts with no consistency, you can get as much profit as you want. Now for payouts, there's usually payout caps. And the payouts are however much is actually going to go into your bank account. All right, so that eval is halfway done now. Took a quick 80 points from that long. I'm still holding on to this one. I really should have added one micro at 6801.50, but I honestly wasn't paying attention. Right back to the opening range. Nice stop run at the 550, 552 and rip. 6800 holds again. Yeah, I really wanted to, like, I keep saying I would add a micro here, but I was just too afraid. Well, not that I wasn't, no, I wasn't afraid. I honestly missed this. I was on my phone, I'm not gonna lie. But my eval that was at, it had a order of 1 mini at 4.8 is now halfway done. So that kind of made me feel better about those like 3 accounts overnight where I blew the accounts and they missed the take profit by literally less than a point. That was so tilting, honestly. You're thinking 800s? Hey, hopefully, man. 800 is plus 1500, so about plus 1,000 from here, which will get me close to 4,000, which I'll be very happy with. What's the rule for the combine here? This is not a combine. This is a funded account. On the side, on my other screen, I was trading a combine. Combines are usually 50% consistency, which means every day you can only make 1,500 bucks or half of your profit target. That's usually the only rules for combines. Yeah, exactly. Now this is for a 50K account. For all the other accounts, you're gonna have to do the math, but usually it's 50%. 50% consistency. And the higher, like the more money accounts, they have a higher total profit to pass it. If I was smart and I wanted to play it safe, my take profit would be this red line. But the fact that I don't care too much about this account, like I'll hold it for a very long time. I think that line is about 800, I think. Where are we now? Or is it 7? It might be like 780 or something. If I had other accounts in this, I would have taken profit, but this is my runner. My first account that I had was down here for plus 1200. So that was where I cut like for 80 points of profit. And then I just left this account as the runner. I only made about 300 bucks overnight. And now I'm leaving it to make however much. You should be fine. No one is allowed to trade metals anymore on Apex. They removed it from everybody. It's not because you broke a rule. They just got rid of it. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's extremely volatile, and I guess people were making too much money with it. That's the only reason why they would remove it. I think other firms have done it too. I can't remember. I'm not a metals trader, so it hasn't affected me much, but I know a lot of people have been complaining about it. The only reason why they took it out is because people were making way too much money. It was hurting firms a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was like sales coming up to recoup some of the losses. When did that happen? I traded yesterday evening. I think it literally happened overnight. Yeah, Top Step cut the max contracts you can trade. Exactly. Dude, my next post on Reddit is gonna get so much hate. I can already tell. Because my monthly P&L is gonna be negative, and then I'll say, hey guys, my monthly P&L is like negative 50,000. I took another 30K in payouts. And then people are gonna be like, you're a piece of shit. You're just a shill for props. And I get paid nothing, by the way. I'm like you guys, just trading props. But I think I'm cool with like, I'm like the 1% poster and commenter on like on the like, what is it, like the day trading subreddit. So as long as I don't break any rules or I post references to other posts, I don't think they'll ban me. I almost got banned from them like during December. Someone commented like, somebody's paying you $5,000 to lose 23K. And I was like, yeah, pretty much. I don't know how much longer I want to hold this for. I'm like really close to like 600. I want to see like a burst of volume. I'm gonna be watching this pretty closely. What prop do you like the most right now and why? I don't know. I like Top Step and Lucid because they're the cheapest end of day accounts in the market. I like Take Profit Trader because of their daily payouts. I think those are my top 3 firms right now. Now, Take Profit Trader is a bit harder to trade because it's intraday trailing, but they've paid out some really big payouts before. How long have you been trading? I've been trading prop firms for about, this is like my 3rd year. Last year was like my 2nd year, but honestly last year was the first year that I took it seriously. And this year I'm also taking it seriously. Before that, I never took prop firm trading seriously. Lucid, the 25K account follows trailing, really? Well, Lucid account should be end of day trailing. Apex 25K, you can buy it completely static, but I think the drawdown is like nothing. All the other accounts besides that one static account for Apex is intraday trailing, which is even harder than the Lucid and Top Step drawdown. $750, there it is. I'll hold this position for you guys so you guys can have something to watch. Usually, like, I'm not in that many positions, especially overnight. Hold up, let me see where We're like really close. I want to see an explosion of volume past 600 QQQ. Let's watch this. Don't get rejected by 600. Big volume and just continue going up. Let's go. All right, 600, 605, 605, 604, 606. Keep going. $24.18. All right, you got 600. Don't go below it. Come on, if you already broke past 600, let's just break through this previous day low. You already broke through it. And SPY has a decent amount to recover. There it is, previous day low. Come on, you don't want to reject from this, right? You blew past 600. Come on, get above that line. If I was smart and not streaming, that was my exit. But I'm streaming, so I kind of want to just hit like maybe 4K. Should I just be smart? Your model has 860. $4K is about like another 30 points from, I think 800 is where I'll close out. Depending on how we move here. Like at 4K, I'm happy. $4K is what, like 1700. Like up here. Untested just for shits and giggles. It's always fun to experiment with stuff. Oh, come on, 4,000. Oh wait, you guys can't see the balance. If you guys are looking at the balance, it's here. I want this to be 4,000. This balance. 4,000, there it is. Oh, okay, we went back below. It's got to be a little bit like 4,050 because of all the fees, because the micro fees. So like another new high right here. Now watch it rocket back down or flush back down. Just because I'm greedy. Nice job. Job's not done yet. I could lose all of this right now. Nice W pattern. Yeah. What's up, Blood Polska? Let me just exit here. I lied. And I'll lie again. Am I really being this picky for like 200 bucks? I'm just gonna exit. I'm just gonna exit. Whatever. So 250 away from where I want to be. I don't like how we didn't blast up and stay above this red line, and that's exactly where we're checking from right here. So it could still go up, like, for sure, but am I gonna leave the gains from here to here for us, like, for like 15 points? Probably not. If I actually did the math and I put where my take profit was, I think it would have hit. But I'm not going to complain about I'm not going to complain about 1600. There it goes. For shorting here, I don't like it though, but I have a level. I probably won't consider a short until we're like here, 2506. Maybe first entry 25,000, 25,000, 6,900 probably. If it breaks past previous day low and shows continuation, would you target Asian session or London low next? I don't really have targets like that. I'm more like, do I want to exit that? Like, I was already in profit for so much that there's no point in me chasing this move. I don't really look at, oh, you mean like this low? I mean, that's insane. I had to average like what down here, and I already made 200, like, I don't even know how many points, like 200. But I want to be greedy and go for 300. So that's why I exit. Because I'm not gonna be greedy and go for a 300 point play. I mean, how often do you get 200 points, right? Let's see the damage. I still am extremely red for the day. But what's crazy is that I'll be red for the day, but I can and also I would have hit, it would have hit if I held longer, but I really didn't want to. Like, I didn't care about the 200 bucks. I did care about the 1600 though, which is why I just took it. I'm still down a lot for the day because of my Apex accounts. What's crazy is that I'll be down a red for the day, but I can take out 4K today. And like I said, I'm just an average trader. I'm not good. What I am good at is taking payouts. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of everything and add everything up. I'm like basically done for today unless we rock it up to like 2560, 2530. You say good risk management when the other day you guys saw me hold on to a position for like 200 points. I think that's it. And these two Express accounts right here. Oh man, that is tiny. You cannot read that. Oh shoot. Let's just do this. That's better. Yeah, I don't even know math behind this. Let's just do a flat, like, let's just do 2,500 for all these counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Plus 849 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 203 times 4. Plus 162 plus 170 plus 1205 plus 1696. Let's see what we got. Like minus what? 15k? Oh, that's not good. Not the best advertising, but I'll put it up because I don't really care. So whoever's not my Discord, this is my total P&L for today. Gnarly. These two I can take a payout in. These accounts need, I think this account needs one more day of like 200 something, and then I can take another $800 payout. These accounts need 3 more days after today to take half of these balances out. So maybe another 6k in 3 days. This account needs 4 more days. This account needs 2 more days. For roughly another 2k each. These accounts, I'm gonna trade them like I don't care about them. They're just so hard to trade. These two are almost out of buffer. These ones are kind of far. I'm just gonna scalp like, I don't even know, like 400 points, 2 to 400 points every day. And try to take a payout on these guys. I don't really care if these guys die. It's just too hard. And then I bought, how many EVA? I bought 10, 16, 21. I bought like 21 evals last night. 21? 22? Around there. And 1, 2, 3, 8, 13. 13 of them are halfway to being a funded account. I gotta add up how much I spent and throw it onto here. 880. This is all my top step. I bought like 5 or 6 Lucid accounts. That's like 85, 90 bucks each. I gotta update this. Too many numbers. There's too many numbers. 5 TBT accounts is 510. Have my top step account. Lucid, I think I actually bought like 7, maybe 8. 8 times what? Like 90. 8 times 90, about another 720-ish. So top step, TBT, Lucid, I think that's all I bought overnight. That should be everything. Up 1.2k off of 3 accounts. Nice. So this month I'm already at like, I should probably split this up into months. I'm like so lazy. I don't want to. My total expenses is 11k this year. Pretty high. I should probably cut back on spending. I'll take another 4k payout today, so this will be around 4k minus 20%. So like this will be around 81 8,100. What would be amazing is if I can get these Apex accounts to another payout. I'm honestly like, I've been scalping these with like no thought behind my head. I'm like I have no thoughts behind the. I'm just I'm like, oh, it's 10 points. Let me just take 10 points. And then yesterday we had a like what, a 200 point drop, and I was like, oh, cool. These guys survived, but the other 10 did not. 200 points out of nowhere. What the heck? Error. YouTube is not responding? What the hell's going on? After that huge green day for NQ on the 2nd, I'm so surprised we didn't try to chase the highs. That big hammer. Instead we kind of just die down here. So you can see where it's struggling at the previous day low. So this is why I said this was my first exit. Right here. Let's get this off my screen here. Dude, this weekly recap is gonna be a nightmare. I don't remember any of my trades. I honestly might just make up trades. I don't even know. I think I took this trade. No, I didn't. I took these trades down here. I took these trades. Yeah, let me start recording my trades on Thursday. I might just do the recap, this weekly recap, with just like showing all my payouts and all my P&Ls, and then like just putting in that lesson that I did today and yesterday about prop firms. I'm like, hey guys, I honestly don't remember. Here's 2 lessons. All right, bye. And then next week, I might do it like daily videos. I don't know. It's too much work. I'd rather just live stream. You guys know about the journey. I post it every single day on Discord anyway. I might call it here. There's like no more action left. I'm not going to risk any more of my accounts. Like, I already risked what I wanted to risk. If we drop to this low again, close to 6,800, you bet your ass I'm going to long one more time. You're aiming for a new low. If there's a new low, you know I'll be buying it. I try not to be a permabull. That's okay. That's bullshit. I'm always like a permabull. I'm gonna buy it if we do get a new low. We'll see. I'd be very surprised if we do drop another like 200 points. Volatility is dying. Like, you need an increase in VIX, a spike in VIX, a spike in VVIX. You're gonna need stuff to start selling off worse than it already is. We're headed towards Amazon earnings. So let's see how this market wants to play it. I'm probably gonna call it here. I'll see you guys in the overnight stream for an hour or two. You guys know where I want to enter. 6,800, 550-ish. Good luck on your trades, everybody. I'll see you in the overnight. Peace.